kanilang import. Just came in 2 games ago. He's gonna try to lead them in that series against the Petron Blaze Boosters. Fourth quarter action has begun dito sa ating unang laban. First of a doubleheader. Malyari, effective third quarter para sa kanila. Let's see if he can bring it into the fourth. Denzel Bowles against the much smaller Cliff Hodge. Bago nang karating yung bubble ni Eric Dawson, pumito ang ating ref.
Dawson going import to import.
PJ. Nice feed inside kay Rafi Ribis, pero bago nun, natawagan na ng foul si Ron J. Buenafe. That's his second personal, second team foul para sa Meralco Bulls early dito sa ating fourth quarter. Malyari takes it out to Nahorda, missing the 3-point attempt. Ito si Ron J. Buenafe. Top of the key, 3 goes.
May bala pa natitira to si Ron J. Buenafe.
Tagal ng tahimik eh, no? Akala mo, wala. Bigyan na.
Akala ko naubos na, but again, he's still finding, the range.
Back to 7, itong lamang ng Meralco Bolts. Nice natin siyempre paalala sa mga tao. Let's go a little bit of history as we see Denzel Bowles getting a basket once again. What a soft touch from the big guy. Last year nga, itong dalawang kabunan naglaban din sa quarterfinals. Best of 3 din yun. And Meralco won game 1. Yan nga, diba? So, I don't know if it's days of blue happening all over again. Pero, well, they're up by 5. Matagal pang oras dito. Something, siyempre, ayaw mangyari yun. They wanna get first blood dito sa serye. But Meralco, looking good. And everybody was saying na dehado ang Meralco sa series na ito. But we talked about it, Eric. Diba yung dalawang game na pinanalo ng San Miguel elimination round were both close games. Meralco could have won either or both of them. We could have easily been 2-0 the other way around.
Definitely, and kahit pa paano, as I said, and napag-usapan nga natin, there's always a chance for the Meralco Bulls, and now they're actually finding a way. Nakalamang sila in this ball game, so they could have found that antidote. Pero of course, Sandy Coffey not agreeing, tumikit na dito sa ating laro.
DJ Simon, tumira mula sa 3, so that's the guy na inaantay. Ito si Coach Steve Go na pumurupo.
I think it's Buenafe on the bench.
A quick release mula kay Sunday Salvacion. There was still 8 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Ngunit he decided to take it right away. 9:39 natitira sa ating laro. Game number 1. Chris Ross, nakakuha niyan. Cliff Hodge! Trying for that lay-in. He gets a foul.
Guy can always give you the energy, and once you have that anytime, if he has a very good night, kahit paano he would be able to provide.
Pero hindi niya na ikumpleto ang kanyang 3-point play opportunity. So it's just a 4-point lead para sa Meralco. Nahorda, pasa kay Ribes. Ribes, cross-court to Malyari. To Bowles, just inside the 3-point line. Jumper, doesn't go. Malyari try to track it down. Lumabas na ang bola. Balik sa Meralco Bolts. Barocas coming back in. Nahorda ang inilabas ni Coach Tim Cone. So he's gonna try Malyari and Baroka at the same time.
Yes, they actually are. Pag ganyan ang kita mo, tatlong maliliit sila ngayon, they want to match up with the speed. But the good thing about Malyari, he's still 6'3", and he can play and slide down to the 3 position.
So si Ross trying to both the Baroka. Ross inside, gets the position, the basket and the foul. Chance for a 3-point play. Na-identify niya yung mismatch partner as we can see in this play.
Actually, alam niya na mas athletic siya, mas malakas siya tumalon kay Mark Baroka. And not only that, Mark Baroka already is in foul trouble. He already has, I believe he has 4 personal fouls already. That's why, actually the 5th personal foul on Baroka. That's why he had to attack him on the low post because alam niya na hindi na pa-foul to itong si Baroka.
Here's Bowles. Goes up. There was contact. Walang tawag. Dawson hindi nakakontrol ang bola sa rebound.
Sayang yung possession na yan, Charlie, because nabitawan ni Dawson.
Much lower than last ball game. Naka-50 yan nung Wednesday. As we see PJ getting another bucket. He's only got 16 points today, partner. So what a big drop-off mula sa performance niya nung huli. Ito si Eric Dawson. Of course, we don't know how much that knee is bothering him. Pinaalala natin sa mga tao na he hurt his knee late in that ball game kontra sa rain or shine ng isang araw, but he's here playing. Hindi natin alam kung nararamdaman niya yung sakit. PJ. Malyari to Bowles. Jumper.
Grabe is the one single-handed lifting up itong San Mig Coffee.
Lamang pa rin pero 2 points na lang ang kanilang pinoprotektahan. Cardona. Punta kay Dawson. Dawson to the basket. Good defense from Rivas. But Dawson gets it right back inside. Nakatalawa chance for a 3-point play. Persistence on the part of Dawson, staying with it on that play.
Actually, it's a perfect description sa ginawa ni Eric Dawson. He drove hard to the basket. So many giants of San Mig Coffee na sumabay sa kanya. And yet, he stayed with it. He went for the offensive glass. And he was still able to make that shot.
Pero pagod na yata si Dawson. Partner, air ball yung kanyang free throw.
It also could be his knee. Because normally, hindi naman siya ganyan talaga tumira. Because you need to bend your knees a bit when you take your free throws. Could be league, it could also be nagkakaproblema ng konti doon, but he's still okay, still on the floor.
Miscalculation on his part dahil naloka yung free throw niya. Pero Malyari, what a game this guy is having offensively sa second half. Alex Malyari, 10 points na para sa San Mig.
Playing a great game, Alex Malyari coming off the bench and helping out Barroca, who's already in foul trouble. Now you have Malyari. You know, he doesn't really see that much action, of course, more in the reliever type. But now he's playing a major minutes for San Mig Coffee because of Mark Barroca being in foul trouble.
Kailangan niya mag-ingat dahil pang-5 foul na ni Malyari yun just a while ago. Rough three-pointer, top of the key, in and out. PJ Simon umugod ng rebound. Ito si Alex Malyari. They're relying on him to run the point at this time. Goes to the basket. It bounces in para kay Alex Malyari. Inspired play mula rito sa rookie.
Lakas ng loob, yun ang isa pang kailangan. At the same time, he knows what to do with that basketball.
Ano kung hinahanap ni Coach Tim Cone sa kanya, wala nung nakuha niya yan in that trade.
That's the reason why Coach Tim wants him, because he can play 3, he can play 2, he can play 1.
Into Dawson once again, goes up. Good help defense from Jody V, but you can't stop a good offensive player like Eric Dawson.
Classic scoring talaga, 20 points already for Eric Dawson. Of course, umaaverage siya ng almost 30 points per ball game. Pero dito naman marami rin siya katulong ng mga locals.
Jody V. Lefty hook, pasok in the lane para kay Jody Vance.
The big man of San Mig Coffee scoring from the low post as well.
Our 5th deadlock of the ball game, 81 apiece. Approaching the 6-minute mark ng ating 4th and final quarter. Chris Ross gets into the lane. Linabas rito kay Mark Cardona. Chris Ross. Bounce pass to JR. Lefty layup bounces out. Denzel Bowles gets the rebound. Gusto ng San Mig makuha ang lamang. They gave it up. Yung ating first half. We weren't able to get it back. Tignan natin. Joe DeVee taps it out. Ball stays.
Turnovers, pero kahit pa paano, they actually just make sure na walang conversions of those turnovers.
Yung role partner ni Denzel Bowles, alam natin, he's been with them since last year and played with them, brought it to a championship. Iba na talaga, he's very confident sa kanyang teammates. Kita mo on that play, si Joe DeVee was getting upset because of what happened in that last play. But si Denzel Bowles ran down the floor, sinisigawan siya malayo pa lang.
Lalong-lalo na pag ganitong di kita ng laban, alam nila dapat kung anong kanyang gagawin.
Alam natin gano'ng kabata yan. Denzel Bowles, just 24 years old. Pero he's a year wiser nga from last year. And we said it kanina, dami na natutunan niya sa isang taon na yun. At siya na rin ang nagiging leader ng kanyang koponan because he leads the way not just in scoring but even keeping his teammates under control. Simon finds himself open. Wala yan. And Chris Ross, ano mo yan ang nagagawa ng Chris Ross? Point guard, not that tall, pero siya pa rin nakuha ng rebound on the play. Sets up Mark Cardona, who misses para Sunday Salvacion, following the trajectory of that. Sabi nga natin, he enjoys taking shots from the three-point land. Pero on that play, was able to get into the paint. Naka-reverse layup. Alex Malyari may tanga ng bola para sa San Mig Coffee. Babakbakan para sa position. Ito is crunch time ng game number 1 of this series. Joe DeVance spinning around Sunday, goes up strong. The lefty layup doesn't go. Chris Ross once again out of nowhere gets that ball. Passing to Makmak. He throws it away. Look at these big guys bringing down the ball para San Mig Coffee. was Pingris tsaka si Joe Devance. Spin move, Denzel. Strong to the basket! Bowles gets another 2.
Well, ang nagiging depensa rito ng Meralco is they shade going to the baseline, forcing the big guys of San Miguel to spin baseline, and that's where the help comes from, but not in the last possession because Denzel Bowles just took it strong to the basket.
Cardona, mukhang natapik yung 3-point attempt niya. But that was short. Alex Malyari probably got a hold of that leather. Sandig may chance ang makuha ang lamang sa play na to pag makapasok sila ng isa. Bakit Devance? Wala yung kanyang jumper. Mintis ang pangalawang free throw ni Joe Devance. So we're all tied up at 84. That's our 6th deadlock of the ball game. They want to go into Dawson. Tapigan ng bola. May konting hawakan.
Throw so far for this game.
Free throw situation. Ito si Eric Dawson. Nagbintis na naman. That's a third free throw he's missed dito sa ating fourth quarter. Alex Malyari. Bowles. Dawson taps it away. They're able to control it. Simon for 3. Masyado malakas. Tumalbog pataas. Buhay pa rin. Di tumama sa shot clock yun. So Meralco gets it on the rebound. Eric Dawson. They'll take their time to set up yung kanilang opensa. Christoph, dala-dala sa may kaliwa ang bola. Underneath the reverse. Made him think, yung presence si Denzel Bowles. Malyari, hanap na nakamping lalabas para tanggapin ang bola. That was Pingris. Bowles, the jumper. Wala yan on the rebound. Sunday Salvacion. Dawson's ahead of the pack. Goes up strong, pero Malyari with his 6th personal. Still impressive ang statistics. 23 points, 15 rebounds para kay Eric Dawson. 9 out of 13 mula sa linya. Last 2 minutes na tayo. Kapit mga kapatid. Dikit na dikit ang labanan sa game number 1 ng seryeng ito. Pingris out to Baroka. They keep going to that matchup. Devance against Salvacion. And Art Herrera blows his whistle once again. Foul na naman si Sunday Salvacion, pang-apat niya yan.
Napakahirap talaga dumipensa ng isang 6'8" player, 6'9" na Joe Devance who can hit that perimeter shot and yung mga turnaround shots niya. He's very dangerous on the low post. But you know, in this 5 of Meralco, ito na talagang si Sunday Salvacion ang pwedeng makipagmanggaan sa kanya on the low post.
Baroka to the basket. Magandang depensa ni Mark Cardona. And aside from getting the block, he saved it from going out of bounds, preserving that possession. Binigay kay Chris Ross. So ito ang Meralco. Chance to stretch this lead. It's a 2-point lead. But Denzel Bowles loses it. Foul mula kay Chris Ross. He can't believe it na nawala sa kanyang possession. And Denzel Bowles doing everything he can para mapanalo yung game na ito. Imagine coming out to try to help sa may taas, di ba?
But talk about great D in the playoffs. Ito si, of course, kanina si Cardona. Ngayon naman, another...
Getting into the free throw missing parade para sa players dito sa ating endgame. Dami ng mintis.
Rough and physical, Charlie. Talagang expected na yan. So that's why they're keeping their emotions in check and they make their playing to the talk.
J.R. Reyes. He's played a pretty good ball game. Chris Ross, bukas mula sa 3 pero decides not to take it. Sunday decides to take it. No go. Denzel gets the rebound. 53 seconds na titira sa ating laro. 1-point lead, Meralco, pero possession with San Mig. BJ, that jumper, we've seen him make that before, pero he missed on that play. That's the shot that beat Talk and Text a few weeks back. Pero wala yun. Alaska ba yun? Alaska yata yun. That shot from the side. Yung
Fall away. That's
fall away.
Jumper,
Oh.
yes.
Ito. Eric Dawson falls to the floor. Walang pito ang ating referee, and the ball will go back to Sean McGoffey despite the fact na pagsakin yung dalawang malalaking mama. There was no foul on that play. 20.9. I would try to get the basket at the buzzer perhaps, or a couple of seconds before that. Patawag ng timeout itong Sean McGoffey Mixers na yun na nga, what a develop. Otto Baroka. Simon lumabas para tanggapin. They just move with 10 seconds to go. Out to Baroka. He takes a three, top of the key. Doesn't go. Rebound. Eric Dawson.
Big rebound there by Eric Dawson.
It's important that if he misses, Sanmig gets this rebound. But he makes it.
Timeout. He wants him to take it, as close as possible to the line rather than taking it from way out.
Yung option ng Meralco. Ang foul agad.
Laki itong Sandy Coffee. Davis is coming in. So he missed the first free throw. Point shot. There's only 3.6 seconds left.
And the strong shot purposely to miss it. The chance for an offensive rebound. They didn't get it. And Meralco